the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, just a little administrative things. There's an exit over here in the back corner as well as the one you came in. We do have a generator in case the power goes out. If there is any type of this situation where we need to get out of here, just follow Ron. He's always the first one out. Oh. We are going to be running the meeting in accordance with our rules and procedures approved earlier this year by the board. If you haven't signed in, please sign in so we know who's here. There are agendas on the table. I think there's still some. We will follow the order of the printed agenda that was also published on our website. So first item up is approval of the October 1st meeting minutes. Did everyone have a chance to review them? Anyone like to move them? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Doug. He's in my left ear. I can hear him better. Anyone like to have any other comments? All in favor signify by saying aye. One abstention. Legal notices, no additional legal notices were published. We do have some continued public hearing. First item up is PB 2025-0704, the Bridges for Brain Injury. Come on up. Tell us what's gone on since the last time you were here, and then we'll turn it over to staff.
I'm
Good?
from Marathon Engineering. Kind of the main updates that we have is we've updated the water line to outside of the driveway. So it's going to run through those pasture fields. So again, if hopefully 20, 35 years down the road, if something were to happen, much easier to access those. So we also had some communications with Dougie and the fire chief. We now have 2 functioning off the water main fire hydrants, as well as the dry hydrant. I've updated our plans, and I'm going to send those back to Augie just to get a sign off on kind of where those relocations are. But
Perfect.
Right now, yeah, generally, one at the intersection, one toward the wildlife center, and then I figure we'll put the dry hydrant towards the existing house, just to kind of spread them out as much as.
Okay.
We've added some general ideas of where the directional signage is going to go, as well as the monument sign. And I know for the resolution for between preliminary and final, we're going to get better ideas and better plans of the bridge details, as well as kind of the hardscape patio. Get those to you guys.
Okay.
And other than that, I think that's about
Okay. Laura, anything from you? Okay. Ron.
Okay, I first of all appreciate your optimism that a water line won't break within 25 to 30. It doesn't happen, you know?
Private one might not.
Yeah.
Public one wouldn't.
No, basically, I think we're ready to go tonight with preliminary with conditions.
Right.
I'm looking forward to your response. I tried to follow everything that was on that 3-4 page list there, and I said, let's just have him tell us where he did it.
Yep, and we'll resubmit kind of and make it more of a here's the final preliminary.
Yeah, and again, from the town standpoint, the only thing we're concerned with is making sure you get the permits from the county DPW for the access to the driveway. They widen that driveway. Still would like you to think about some kind of lighting concept for the driveway, because it's pretty dark down through there at this time of year and the next few months. And then the last thing is just to make sure that you understand that final approval will be conditioned on you're getting the permit from the state for the on-site wastewater treatment.
Absolutely. Yep, that makes complete sense.
And I don't think there's any other surprises.
Perfect. I don't like surprises, so that's good. Oh,
I have nothing additional.
highway.
Boys all set?
Engineering.
We're good with the preliminary.
Okay, this is a public hearing. Anyone here like to speak for or against this application? One more time, anyone in the room like to speak for or against this application? Anyone online like to speak for or against this application? One more time online, anyone like to speak for or against this application? Well, I guess we don't. Board, Regina. Adrian. Doug? Tim? I'm good with it as well. So we do have a resolution with conditions. I assume you've read and agreed to the conditions? Okay, with that, do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution with conditions as prepared? Moved by Adrian, seconded by Regina. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Jim DeLucia.
Aye.
Doug Beats.
Aye.
Gina Souza. Adrian Bellis.
Aye.
Ed Hamilton.
Aye, you're good to go.
Thank you very much.
Keep moving forward. You got the preliminary. I could just say this, I'll say this many times. Work with staff. When you get ready, talk to staff, work with them, and then when you come here, that's as easy as it gets. Okay?
Very much.
No problem. Okay, next item up is PB 2025-0802, Adrian Bellis, and he is recusing himself. So, what do we got going on, Adrian? Yep.
Wednesday. Discussed everything. Extended it to the next meeting.
Okay. Okay. So till November 5th. Okay. Ron?
Sent a draft resolution out, I think.
Yep.
Everybody.
Simple. Extend it out to November 5th.
Right.
Paula?
Nothing additional?
Tim?
What's that?
Engineering?
I'm good too.
This is a public hearing. Anyone like to speak for or against this application? Anyone online like to speak for or against this application? With that, board, have any comments on extending this to November 5th? With that, do I have a motion to waive the reading and continue this public hearing to November 5th? Motion by Tim, seconded by Doug. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Doug Beats.
Aye.
Gina Souza. Ed Hamilton.
Aye. Okay. Now I'll recuse myself. We'll do the tag.
These are all true.
All right, next item up then will be the PB 2025-0703. Prosper Enterprise for preliminary site plan for construction of 1,000 plus square foot building and related improvements. Want to give us an update on what's changed, I guess, since the last time, or?
Yeah, there was a site plan with all the amendments on it submitted. As of late today, the state did respond in terms of the entrance. And they have some things we need to work on there, like they did take notice of the bench and receptacle. And that being on their main sidewalk is a right of way, so we're probably gonna move that to our private sidewalk. That'll leave the new building, kind of like the other businesses on the corridor done. That way it doesn't delay any further with having to get another permit from the state. But beyond that, no, it's I'll have Marks Engineering redo that part of the site plan, reflecting the bench and the receptacle, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Your staff, Ron?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'd like to thank Matt Orvik from State DEC, our DOT, out of Rochester. It's remarkable that we got the feedback that we got in such a short time, and I appreciate Matt giving this a priority. I've seen this thing go on much longer, believe me. So you're a very fortunate person. We do have some concerns. We'll look, I haven't had the opportunity to review what was submitted today, but I'll take a look at that, and Dan and I will sit down with Paul and we'll talk to the engineers to make sure that you have everything you need for November 5th to get this thing kicking down the road.
Olive?
Nothing additional.
I'm good. Thanks.
I don't have anything additional either.
It is a public hearing. Anybody in the audience like to speak for or against this? How about online? Anybody online like to speak for or against this application? More time online? Okay, so we do have the draft resolution here. Assume you've seen it. Basically, all we're doing is adjourning this till, November 5th meeting. Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys. Board, Regina, do you have anything?
I said it first. After the last meeting, you were supposed to meet with staff, so you did do that, obviously, and everything's going okay with that meeting. And then at the last meeting we had, I'm sure we're told about it, the latest, the neighbor behind you showed up, screening, so.
Yep.
Which we thought was on the plan, but there is something else.
Yeah, there's on the plan, there's the berm and loose ridges, but ultimately, if it appeases the neighbors, if they would prefer to see a fence instead, we're willing to do whichever direction would appease the neighbors and what they want to see. So either way, whatever.
I just wanna make sure you
We'll
were
make sure it's on the plans according to what they want.
informed, that's all I had. I don't know if anybody else.
Okay, Tim? Nothing. Okay. Ron?
Yeah, I just, for the record, point out that the woman that was here at the last public hearing before it was adjourned understood that we'd be meeting tonight. And I have not heard anything from her about her previously expressed desire. So apparently it's, I don't know whether it's still an issue of concern or not. I mean,
Want to make sure they haven't
Yeah.
heard about it or something, Bishop wasn't here. He didn't read last time.
right, and I don't want her to think that we didn't consider her comments. We just don't have anything in tonight's public record to indicate that there needs to be any change to that drawing that has been submitted.
Can I add a comment? That she did contact the building department on that matter, said she was not available to make the meeting tonight. But she still is considering that a fence might be more appropriate than the trees. But I said that it would be up to our planning board to make the determination what would be a better buffer, a fence or the trees. I understand from the applicant, the trees are on a berm, which would probably give a higher relief than a 6-foot fence would. But again, I think that would come back to the board to make their decision on that.
Could I ask the person online to identify themselves, please?
Sure, Ron, this is Dan, the code officer for the town.
Good minute said.
Hi, Dan.
Thanks, Dad. All right, so you have, yeah,
And we can hash that out obviously, like Dan said, the berm is higher than a 6-foot. So if that's what's shown, I guess until she wants to come and talk to us more or a meeting.
I think there has to be some valid reason for why a fence is needed. Just because the neighbors all have fences doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, this applicant is required to put that fence in. I think in the long run, the green buffer area that is being proposed will be more effective than a fence that has to be maintained over years.
well, the trees would be about as tall as the fence would going in.
Or
Or
more.
more.
Yeah,
Little more.
I was gonna kind of mimic what, the town has done with like a lot of the newer parks where, the residences that back up to the park, they don't see, the berms and the trees are there, that is higher than a privacy fence, and it's more natural. But in the end, will appease either way, whichever way the board goes, whichever way the neighbor wants to see.
Okay, we can take a look at it once we have what I said.
Yeah, I don't want to get to the next meeting and all of a sudden somebody show up that wasn't here tonight.
I don't disagree, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yep.
that he was informed at that meeting or something and was. That we talked about it.
Yep.
We didn't leave her unfulfilled.
Absolutely.
All right, so I guess moving forward with this, yeah, it's basically a resolution to adjourn this till November 5th. And it's good with it, so if someone, or can we waive the reading and approve this as noted? A motion for that, please? By Adrian, seconded by? Tim? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Lucia.
Aye.
Doug Beats.
Aye.
Regina Souza. Adrian Douglas.
Aye.
Right? Everyone's all set. We'll see you on the 5th. Like that.
All right. Okay, let's see what we got up next here. That takes care of the public hearings. We have no new public hearings. We have public meeting action items. First one is the final release number 1, National Fuel Gas Letter Credit for Empire Pipeline. Did I hear last night that's like 2 or 3 years old or more?
Oh, it's more.
More. 2019, okay, yeah, I guess it is. I assume everything's been taken care of, staff is good, everything's good? I have a motion to approve that resolution as presented. It's moved by Regina, seconded by Adrian. Anybody have any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Lucia. Beats.
Aye.
Regina Souza. Adrian Douglas. Aye.
Aye. Okay, that one's taken care of. Next item up is the resolution for a 90-day extension for Sky Solar. I assume nobody's got any issues on that one. It's just another extension
Do we
until
know,
they decide what they're doing.
when does this extension run out? What's the deadline? Do you know that offhand or no? It'll be January. Is it from
Oh, it's in the resolution.
January 7th? Thank you. This is number 3.
Yeah, January 8th. This is the third one, and they're trying to make a final determination of what they're gonna do with the project. So the next one shouldn't be an extension, it should be, we're doing something or we're not.
It's January 13th.
Hmm?
13th?
January 13th.
January 13th. Thank you.
Oh, wait.
No, we're gonna see it at first.
Right.
They have to have the information into us by the end of December. Be on the first meeting because we won't meet till after that meeting or that date.
I just want to know the expiration date. No, you're good. I'm not trying to be stickler. I have other reasons. We have tracking lists that we're keeping track of. I was just curious. So whenever the extension date ends, I'm good with.
Okay, that's first. Anything else for staff? Adrian?
Well, I mean, this is number 3.
Yep.
And then usually on most of them, I only do 2. Cause I get fed up with extending everybody's stuff out forever.
Okay,
But I think it was in the email or something that they were asking for this because of the government bill or something.
yeah, the big beautiful bill.
This and that, so.
Yeah, they don't know if they're gonna get any funding. I mean, I think that's the biggest issue. I think if I read what I read, is they don't know if the federal funding's coming, which means they don't know if the state funding's coming. So the only way this or most solar projects can be effective is to have funding because they can't stand on their own in most cases and be profitable. So they need money and they don't know if they can get it.
Problem I have is they own the land.
They
It's in
do,
their names.
they do.
Thing and then. That's the, you know, what I mean? So.
I don't think he wants to spend another penny on engineers until he determines whether he's gonna do it or not. He's gotta pay engineers and do all the rest of that stuff to do it. I mean, I'm putting words in his mouth because I don't know, but that would be my guess. So based on the email I saw, I think one more 90-day is it, and he should be very clear from this, this is the last one. Either does something or he pulls it. You guys okay with that?
I mean, yeah, you know, like before I said, when I've done this over the years, I've only done 2 and denied.
Yep.
It's a little different situation just because of funding from government and stuff, so I mean, I'm gonna take probably a different leeway on this one for one more, to go 3, but I
Mhm.
won't go anymore. Maybe
Okay.
next, maybe the board will.
Okay,
Just for the record, I'd like to point out that there was another project in town that was extended for a much longer period of time. And if we hadn't extended that approval, we wouldn't have Country Max.
that's true. It's true, and we're still extending out, what's his name's, because he doesn't have power. So.
Yeah.
Regina?
I agree that I think they should be allowed.
Okay. We'll make sure that that gets across to the applicant. Doug?
I would think by then, you ought to know.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
At that point, I mean, I did the tariff stuff, all of it. So, you gotta have direction now. So, I think that does make sense.
Probably get worse.
Well.
Tariffs are probably gonna get worse based on what we've seen lately,
Exactly. I
you
mean,
know.
direction, I think.
Yeah. I think they'll have more information to go on, for sure. Tim?
I just
Okay.
want clarification. Your innuendos that you're making here tonight are not indications of how you're gonna vote.
No,
in
we
January.
can't do that. That would be inappropriate.
Okay, I just wanted to make
Yeah.
that clear.
All we can do is make sure the applicant knows that the planning board will consider anything that's submitted, but will be very, very, what's the right word? Cautious about additional approvals.
Need good reasoning.
Yes, we need good reasoning to do that. Okay?
Yep.
With that, do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve this resolution as presented? Moved by Regina, seconded by Doug. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Michelle? Aye. Doug Beats?
Aye.
Regina Susa?
Aye.
Adrian Velez? Aye. And Henry Jim.
Aye. Okay, next item up is PB 2025-1001. Now, this was put on the agenda at the last minute by me, because it's we just are determining whether it's complete, whether we can go to a public hearing. So that's the reason why. But can the applicant please give us kind of an overview of what you're doing and what it's for? Right. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right. Or pet. Okay, and we'll let Ron explain the detail.
Yeah, there's a provision in the town code that says when you get to 4 dogs, you gotta have a kennel license. This comes from ag and markets laws years ago that were enacted. And basically, it is just clarifying what the kennel is that we're looking at. In this particular instance, it's not going to be a kennel that's going to allow the breeding of animals for profit. It's not going to be a kennel that's going to allow people to bring their dogs and leave it there. We've got others that already have that. It's just a little glitch in the code that can't be changed because of ag and markets law. And the code and the town clerk's office says in order for me to issue that 4th license for that dog, I gotta have a permit from you that says you're a kennel. So they'll,
And it is a specially permitted use in their district.
and it's a specially permitted use in their district. And therefore, because it's a specially permitted use, there has to be a site plan. Well, they're not changing anything on the property. So, we'll use the existing survey map that was done for the construction of the house.
Right.
And see where the public goes with this.
Because there's been no other changes to the property and we verified that, so.
The only thing that's happened is you got an above ground pool in the backyard.
And we let the dog swim in it, that's not.
Our other two are big.
Okay. All right, Paula.
Just basically reiterate what they said. There's no plans to change anything structurally. They're planning on spaying and neutering as soon as the dogs are old enough. Just
And the application is complete and ready to go to preliminary and then final.
Doesn't have to go to the county, it's,
East Cape. Okay. Anything else, Paula?
Nope.
Tim?
Nothing, just make sure dogs don't run on the highway.
Good comment. Lance?
I don't have anything to add. I'm good. Thank you.
It's not a public hearing. This is just a action. So board, any comments? Just so we can make a public hearing.
Special use goes with the property.
that's right.
Yes, it does.
So down the road, if they sell, kennel can be put in that property.
With the conditions that would be part of the special use permit that you'll be issued.
I was under the impression when I initially spoke with Dan to get the initial how to go about this. He said because of the type of special use this is, this special use pertains solely to our ownership of the property. If we were to sell it, that kennel license becomes null and void to the new owner. That's how it was understood to me.
True.
Dan, what do you got to say for that?
At least that's how I understood it.
So, sorry, I was trying to get unmuted. The special use goes with the life of the property.
Okay.
But what I was telling them was that we would put clauses in there that
Yes.
it could only be for private use, not all the things that Ron said that they weren't looking to do. I mean, we're not looking to have a business here. So I think we're going to be okay. It also, we're going to have to make sure we have verbiage in there that all dogs, if this is approved, have to be licensed with the town clerk.
Licensed with the town clerk, no breeding. Right, exactly.
Correct. But for tonight,
Okay,
everything
that's how it
appears
got
to be
flagged.
compliant.
I think it's legal and, you know.
We like that too? Yep. So when Ron writes the resolution, we'll do it right so that whatever happens, it does go with the property. They won't be able to do anything more than you will. Oh, so we'll be good there. Or,
the minimum.
well, but this is going to say 4.
This is,
Yeah. Yep. This is going to say 4, period. Don't come back and say 5. We don't want to change it again.
Like, kennel, like,
Yeah.
are they allowed to just all of a sudden take in a bunch of other dogs? Technically.
Nope, as long as the resolution is written correctly, that is the standard it goes from, even if it stays with the property. Yes,
5 years, 10 years.
Yep.
If somebody did go in there, they wanted.
they'll pull up the resolution and it'll be the same. Yep,
Change of the special.
if they wanted to go and do more than 4 or breed or anything like that.
I was just.
Anything else, Regina? Okay, with that, you guys have read the resolution, I assume, and it's just saying it's complete and ready for a public hearing. Do I have a motion to waive the reading and approve that for a public hearing?
So move.
Moved by Doug, seconded by Tim. Any other comments? Clerk, take a roll call vote, please.
Pete?
Aye.
Pete D'Souza?
Aye.
Adrian Bellis?
Aye. So this is pretty simple, but you still got to go through the process. So we've done this piece. Now you got to do a preliminary. We'll get the approval there, probably with conditions as always. Then it'll go to final. So it's at least, huh?
it'll be approval of the special use permit
Oh, that's right.
and final site plan because there's no need.
There's no preliminary. Okay. So it's just one more thing and to work with staff and you won't have a problem. Okay? Thank you much. All right. Okay, other board actions, none. Now we've got open discussions. Ron?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, we did meet with, an applicant for a solar farm project over here on Route 96, kind of behind the Powers Home Technology
Mhm.
property. They are continuing, and they will be submitting drawings in the application. We assume sometime this month for you to see sometime next month. So that's one. The other solar farm is Fishes over there on Mount Payne. Haven't received
Crickets.
nothing from them. So the neighbors can kind of rest easy on that one. The other projects that we have that you will be seeing next month will be a 40 lot subdivision on Route 96. It was initially called as a winding road, but I think the applicant wants to call it Fairdale Meadows. It's over there where the former Rockwell car dealership was gonna go.
Mm-hmm. Across from the
Yeah,
casino.
and we've gotten feedback from the state DOT. Again, thank you, Matt Norvik. It's amazing. I'm
Hmm.
very happy with the quick responses we're getting. I just received yesterday and have begun looking at today the conditions for granting zoning incentives and site amenities for the Farmington Meadows project on 332, the Cook property.
Properties, yeah.
We also have a meeting coming up Friday morning to discuss what was originally going to be a cellular pole, monopole over in the manufactured home park on Route 96 in Mertensia behind Burn Dairy. We learned late this afternoon that there's a couple of other sites that they're looking at as alternatives. Both of them happen to be in manufactured home parks. So
What are they gonna do? They want it to just come down, take out a bunch of mobile homes?
some of the things that I'm seeing there and Dan is seeing, there's kind of questionable. So,
Doesn't make any sense to me at all.
well, I'm not gonna prejudge it. I'm just gonna tell them what the facts are and let them figure out what they want to do with that application. I haven't heard anything from McDonald's. They originally were going to come in and tear down and reconstruct the site, and waiting anxiously to hear from them as to what they're doing. And the only other thing that I know of is that the projects there at Villas at Hathaway's are going to start doing some site work on the next phase of the Villas project.
That's just the
And-
senior housing back there?
No, it's the patio
Oh,
style
patio homes, okay.
over there. And can't think of anything else right now.
What about the restaurant there that they're talking about in, up in front of Always Locked there in that area there, that when they talked about last night that needed the, yeah, Puttin Saki.
Oh, over there on 332.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything on that.
Yeah, they got a liquor license issue. I didn't even know they were putting in a restaurant there. It's supposedly a golf and restaurant type of thing. So for what it's worth, I just thought I'd bring that up since that's the first I saw it was on the agenda last night. So
I knew there was something in the works. I don't have anything
okay,
to add to it.
all right, Paula.
I don't have anything to report.
Dan, you want to report anything?
Sure. The restaurant you're talking about is for Puck Safe. It has been under construction for longer than they anticipated, but we are getting closer to issuing a C of O over there. I would imagine sometime, I would think by the end of the month or beginning of November. That's why they were looking to have their liquor license approved sooner. Pretty much it's set up with golf simulations booths all the way around the outside, and in the middle is a bar area, which they will have drinks and bar type foods. So we're excited to see that come in over there. I also want to report last night, the board did approve a committee to be set up to review code section 168 or 16558, the accessory structures section of the code. We're having a lot of conversations about that section, and it does need some updates. So the town board did approve us to move forward with those updates and get a committee put together. We will be looking for this board's input at some point along the way as we review that code section. And that's all I have to report for tonight.
Okay, thanks, Dan. Tim?
Just fall cleanup this weekend,
That's right, that's right.
Friday, Saturday. Saturday's shredding from noon to 12, so bring all your documents, shred them up.
Cool. Lance?
I don't have anything to add tonight. It's been a
No
quiet night
public.
for me.
Anybody online like to say anything in the public meeting? Okay, board, any comments? Issues, comments, what?
Bring all the documents I've got stored in my bathroom.
Come on,
Next to your Corvette?
don't show up at 12:01 because he'll be gone.
Any other comments? Motion adjourned by Doug, seconded by Tim, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
We're in the months with those.